These are some of my fire starting kits. Have you seen my one where I use the arrowhead and the char cloth? This is from the like the Mountain Man days. They carry a little tin like this. I keep my char cloth in the bottom down there with some cotton and a little burlap and an arrowhead. Now, I didn't mean to mislead anyone. I didn't find these. I bought these online. I'd never use an authentic arrowhead for a striker or close that up. But they work pretty good most of the time. Yep, like I said, most of the time. There it goes. See it spark? I don't want to catch nothing on fire. But anyway, kind of neat, novel. This is something I thought up of on my own. It is what now in the South. Let me start with this over here first. Another fire kit. This is a cigarette box. Is what this is. Waterproof cigarette box, and it's just big enough to put enough essentials in to start a fire. Got your matches, of course, cotton, jute twine. What you do is you separate this out, you fray it out, and this, I call it a ferrocium rod. I hear other people calling it by different names, but I call it ferrocium. And as long as you got one of these and a halfway decent knife, better move that. Yep. There's another thing too. It's got a coating on it. You really need to get that coating off. Can you see that? You get that coating off, and then it'll really start working well. But anyway, waterproof container. This, now I've heard a lot of people on YouTube call it fat wood. Well, that's not incorrect, but in the South, what we call this is pitch pine. Call it pitch pine in the South. And what this is some little shavings I've already made up ahead of time. Took my knife back of the blade, and shaved them off. Put them in this little container. That way I've already got them. Take a pinch out, lay it down, and strike it. Lighter, always good to have. And by the way, this is the same thing that's inside here that causes that spark. It's the same exact thing. They're just smaller. And another thing I like to use are these little cubes. It says wet fire, and it's basically just a little block, and it catches fire real easy and burns for a long time. Of course, I'm in the house and I don't want to start a fire in here. But here's another store-bought ferrocium rod. Hadn't been used much, but ooh, that really strikes good. Put that down. And here's a fire kit I made up myself. Got the rod on the back, and inside, what this is cotton balls that have been saturated with Vaseline. And if you didn't know before, you do now. Vaseline is an excellent fire starter. Sometimes you can even use in a pinch if you have the tubes of medicine, ointment. And there's my ferro rod on the back. This is one most of you are probably familiar with, the magnesium. Take your little blade off here. This is a piece of a hacksaw blade is what it is. Scrape you off some material off the back. Make a little pile of it. You flip it over and you strike your rod on it. And one thing, this has nothing to do with fire, but if you're lost and you're in a survival situation, not a bad idea to have some kind of signaling device. Um, First rule of it when you determine that you are lost is to stay put. Don't move, don't go nowhere. Stay put and let them find you. And I like to carry a whistle. I mean, it's pretty loud. That'll travel for a long ways. And that's about it. Can you get all of it in the picture? Okay, just some different ideas that I've had over the years I've come up with and put together. Wanted to share that with all you bushcraft enthusiasts and campers that go out there and like to rough it. Just be safe. Always let somebody know where you're going before you go, and have a backup plan. Thanks for watching.